Hey guys, before we get into episode 2 of the Hollywood Actor Podcast, I want to talk about my friend Brett Devloo, TBK, the blind kid as he's known in the hip-hop community. I wanted to talk about his upcoming documentary premiere, Blind Corner, the TBK HMI story, which is coming out Friday, November 28, 2025 at 6 p.m. in Abbotsford, British Columbia, which is in Western Canada, just outside of Vancouver. So he's a great guy. This is a documentary 14 years in the making. He lost his vision because of Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy, which is the same thing I suffer from. So that's how we first ran across each other. And he's an incredible filmmaker, too. You should see some of the cinematic shots that he's been posting on his socials. Excellent work. And very meaningful and inspirational. So please check it out if you can, if you're in the Vancouver area. You can get tickets at vtixonline.com. Otherwise, please support on socials, shout him out. That's how we get the buzz. That's how he gets into more festivals, how he gets, God willing, streaming distribution. So, and if you listen very closely, you might hear him in the song All I Can See, which he completely produced. It's the intro and outro for the Hollywood Actor Podcast. And now, without further delay, here's episode 2 of the Hollywood Actor Podcast. Cool. All right, so this is my third piece of content through Substack. I've been mixing it with posts. I think that's really interesting. Posts have you create a title and a subtitle. So for this podcast episode, I'm calling it When Life Gives You Lemons, with the subtitle, Don't Get Soured. I'm going to get a little personal here. I guess that's the whole point of the Hollywood Actor Podcast. I'm low vision. I'm a low vision filmmaker. And sometimes that can sour me on visual stuff, concentrating on the visuals. I can want to concentrate on things more in my wheelhouse. Sound is important to me. Hence, Montezuma, the screenplay turned novel turned audiobook, which I voiced. Hence, pursuing voiceover for a year, working with Daniel Hoff and putting out all those auditions. And hence this podcast itself. I've been watching NBC's This Is Us. Right, I guess I'm a little late to the game there. But the show starts off with a tragedy, and I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but a doctor reminds one of our characters that it's really important to make lemonade out of the sourest lemons that life has to offer. And I'm trying to do that. A couple months ago, I was reading Pieces Every Step by Thich Nhat Hanh. And he talks about visualizing the cycle of life and how it takes compost, something that's at first valueless. It's detritus, it's junk, it's the ground, it's nothing. But out of that grows flowers, which will inevitably turn back into compost in the future. And I like thinking of this visualization. It's empowering. I mean, as a low-vision filmmaker and as a human. At Adler, we were taught that growth as an actor and growth as a human being are synonymous. And I think I'm finally awakening to that idea. That's why my upcoming feature film project, Grown Ass Men, it has so many elements of human growth and community in it. It's literally the story of it. A man-child being forced to grow after meeting his teenage son for the first time. I mean, these catalysts, they force us to change. It can be very dramatic. Perfect fodder, pun intended, for a short film, a feature film, TV show. And it can be very fun. And funny sometimes to see this change happen. And I think why it can be very entertaining is because deep down that we know that even when the characters don't, that change is inevitable. So this episode is, the crux of it is really trying to encourage listeners to not let life sour you. To try to take something that you feel is maybe poisoning your passion and find a way to rework it. Try to find a way to take that situation and make something like lemonade.